So we're gonna check out this video from Kendra G. She's a vice president. She flies first class. Men, you must make at least six figures for her. And the icing on the cake is her weight should not be a factor. So let's see what this is about.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
How you pronounce your name, baby?
Marley.
Marley. Marley, where you calling me from?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
That where?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. And how old are you?
39.
39. And what you do for a living?
I'm a vice president of HR.
Vice president. Okay, vice president. Ooh, chat.
Vice President of Human Resources. Men, you know why I brought attention to that, but let's continue.
You have any kids?
I do. I have a 22-year-old daughter.
Okay. Have you ever been married, Marley?
No,
No. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
When's your birthday?
May 6th.
Okay, I'm May 7th. We one day apart.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm older than you. We one day in a couple years. All right, so we got Marley, Scottsdale, Arizona, 39, Taurus, vice president of HR, mom to a 22-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm a loyal man, one that is ready for commitment.
Okay.
I want to be married. One that understands what partnership looks like. A woman that comes to a relationship, I would say seasoned, right? I'm 39. I am not a young chicken. I want to be a wife. I want to nurture. I want to cater to my man who understands what that looks like, because that does come along with some requirements.
Okay, what requirements does that come along with?
So if I'm cooking and cleaning and I'm steaming underwear and I'm running bath waters, you would never have to ask me if I'm going to cook. You would never have to ask me to be a woman to do those things. I shouldn't ask you to take the trash out. I shouldn't ask you to be a man. I shouldn't have to ask you to provide and protect, because you would never have to ask me to be a woman.
Okay, so provide as in he pays all the bills?
No, I think what works best for us in a relationship, I've done 50-50. I've had a man that was a provider. I think it's really the two individuals that's within that relationship.
Okay.
Can figure it.
So what are your deal breakers?
Men that have children.
She just said that last part, which was a bunch of nothing. I didn't even. I got to go back and listen to it. Hold on. Let's try this again so I can understand.
Looks like, a woman that comes to a relationship, I would say seasoned, right? I'm 39. I am not a young chicken. I want to be a wife. I want to nurture. I want to cater to my man who understands what that looks like, because that does come along with some requirements.
Okay, what requirements does that come along with?
So if I'm cooking and cleaning and I'm steaming underwear and I'm running bath waters, you would never have to ask me if I'm going to cook. You would never have to ask me to be a woman to do those things. I shouldn't ask you to take the trash out. I shouldn't ask you to be a man. I shouldn't have to ask you to provide and protect, because you would never have to ask me to be a woman.
Okay, so provide as in he pays all the bills?
No, I think what works best for us in a relationship, I've done 50-50. I've had a man that was a provider. I think it's really the two individuals that's within that relationship.
Okay.
Can figure it.
So what are your deal?
And I listened to it a second time, and I still don't really understand what she mean as far as that goes. You've done the 50-50. Yep. All right, let's continue, because I understand a lot of womanese, which is this type of language, but I'm still learning. But we'll just continue for the purpose of time.
Deal breakers.
Men that have children under the age of 13. I don't really want young kids like that. My daughter's grown. Come over here for potential. I don't date potential. So if you haven't figured life out by this point, I'm not the girl for you. I'm not going to help you build. I'm not going to help you become established. Come with something, because I'm coming with something. Okay. And I know it's not going to fare well with the comments.
Okay, so she's not going to build you up. Be already built. This ain't Legos. No, Legos. This ain't Legos. All right, should he look a certain way?
I definitely don't have a preference. I have typically dated big guys, defensive linemen, O-linemen. I'm a football girl. That's it. As long as I'm attracted to him.
So I did not do an initial analysis, but we gotta point out the obvious. We have to point out the obvious with both women, the host and the guest. What type of filter is this? Kendra, this is not your color. And I can tell because previous to me pausing this right here, there was some type of white stuff going on over here. How many filters, or how deep of a filter do you have on, Kendra? You are a pretty girl. You are a beautiful woman, like in your face physically. I don't know what your body is like, don't care. But visually to a man, you're a pretty girl. And that's all we need. Actually, we need below pretty. If average is it, that's all we need. But you're above average. You're pretty. Why do you take the time to put on fake ass hair and not gonna even get into that? But this filter is about 3 layers deep minimum. So enough about you. So we're gonna go down here to the young lady. If a man's hairline was like this go way back to yesteryear. Way back. You encounter a man with his hairline like this, women, you're gonna be feeling some type of way. So how is this acceptable for her to come on here and do this? You could have hid it. You could have put a little wrap on there, some or another, but you just coming out here just balls to the wall, big ass forehead, look like you about to headbutt somebody right now. But this is okay. Women can do this. A man came on here. No, girl, I don't like him. His hairline was way back there. But you know what? There's double standards both ways, men and women. Women only like double standards when it benefits them. A man came on here like this, he's done.
I could care less what the world
Okay.
is.
What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, at least 6 figures. He needs to be equally yoked. I'm a vice president. I have 4 degrees. So if that gives you any indication of where I sit, let's be equally yoked in that.
So make at least $100,000.
Yes.
So if he made $70,000, should he reach out to you?
You know what? I would say yes. I mean, yeah, he can reach out to me. I'm not going to say it's a disqualifying factor.
Okay.
What I am say is it's expensive to live life right now. And if we want to live life a certain kind of way with no excuses, it costs.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
She's 40 with a kid. She makes 6 figures. She wants a man that makes 6 figures. He is not going to. You know what? Here's what he will do. He's gonna clap. Yes, definitely, because you're gonna be great as far as that goes. But if you really want to be married, he might, you know what, even a long-term relationship, but I just wouldn't play with a woman like that. I just wouldn't do that. But from the very start, what are we gonna do? What are we doing? From the very start. Conversation 1, what are we doing? And then I would establish that. So once I establish that, it's wife, and then it's everything else. But men in that income bracket and you have a kid, your standards are a little bit too high, along with the other stuff. And now we're gonna get with the coup de grace as far as first impressions is the way that you look. We see your face, we see your hair, we see your hairline, but now we're gonna see your body. That's another factor from the start. It's not the end all be all, but it's from the start. So let's see what this is about.
Oh, okay. I just had knee surgery last week, so let's.
You can't stand up.
I'm gonna stand up.
Well, if you're in a situation, I'll give you grace.
No.
Don't give her grace. She had knee surgery because her ass was too fat. She's overweight. What you giving her grace for? She know what this is about. She watches your show. She know, and then she called in, and so eventually she know you're gonna want to do the Kendra cam. Come on now, no grace. Get your ass up. Get up.
It's okay.
Why did you have knee surgery? What happened?
I tore my meniscus.
Okay. How?
So let's see.
Get up.
I'm limping.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You got that. You had that booty in our face for a second. All right. Okay. We see you.
Kendra said she had that booty. Oh my gosh. See, women, y'all don't do each other a service. Y'all do each other a disservice because she mentioned nothing about that big ass stomach. The woman is fat. She's fat. And even though during sex it would be nice, you got the extra meat and things fit and feel the way that they feel. Sex, side chicks, great. You're great for that. Yes, you're great. Long-term relationships, last marriage. No. Quit pumping these women up for that.
Mama, Marley, when was your last relationship?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was in?
And she didn't mention why she was limping and torn her meniscus. I would venture to say that her weight, and then she probably stepped down wrong, and then lo and behold, an injury. Because she didn't mention it. If it was something, I was skiing, I was running, I was hiking, I was playing rugby, I was playing tackle football, I was playing touch football, and mention nothing like that. But the fact that she didn't mention that, okay, I have to draw my own conclusion. You just stepped down wrong because you fat as hell and you tore your meniscus, you had an injury. Unless you tell me something different.
Intimate with someone?
I think it was January.
January. Okay. They're telling me to ask, do you typically date men that make 100K?
Yes. I work in sports, so it's not like I don't have a plethora of men that I have access to. But what I learned as being a Black executive is you don't play where you. So
I don't know if I agree with that, because I tell women all the time, if you around these men, y'all need to lock it in, because that's what the other women be doing. The women who don't have the degrees, what they do is their degree is trying to get your coworker. And if you are a person who is surrounded by these 100K men, you need to have the mindset of the other women who there to get her husband. You need to get your husband, girl, if you around them all the time.
I think so. I think it's hard when you work with them. I mean, if you're in sports, you're with them 7 days a week sometimes. They become family. They become brothers.
But you said,
and it's hard.
No, but my question was, I asked you, did you date men, not work with them?
No, I thought you said that I dated men and made 100K.
Yes.
I go, yes, I have.
So you have, okay, so then you have dated the men you work around with at times.
Well, yeah, and so I've only been in 2 relationships, one for 15 years and one for 3, and they both made 100K.
Okay. So, and were they co-workers?
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right. Did I ask you the last time you were intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
No, it's fine. It was in January.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I would say my patience. I'm a very giving person, and so I expect myself out of individuals. And once you don't show me that, I get turned off real quickly. I walk away. Let's see. I can be a little nonchalant. I guess I could. Sometimes I just don't really speak up. I'll just walk away from situations without actually talking. And I guess right now being intentional with dating, it has always been a focus to be a mother, now my career. So being intentional about actually finding a husband could be a priority.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
So career is more important than having a partner that can change your teeth when you can barely do it when you're 65, 75, 85 years old. Is that the most important thing? You can't take the career to the grave with you. But you can have someone right there by your side when you're in your most vulnerable moments. But the career and this so-called money, which the money means absolutely fucking nothing when it's just a piece of paper. This type of shit is really starting to get annoying at this point. Cause I don't give a fuck about money. I don't care about money. Do we have what we need? Is the water running? Are the lights on? Is our health care in order? And things of that nature. They putting all this emphasis on this other shit. It's really getting annoying to this point. It's really getting annoying. Just cooperate with a man. You put more emphasis on your education and your PhDs and your job than it is to cooperate with a man when your purpose on this earth is to be with a man. That's your basic purpose. And everything else besides that is just getting annoying.
You, sweetie.
I feel like I'm an overall, all-around good person. I definitely don't do drama. I'm not with the arguing. I'm compromising. I'm a girl. I'm a sports girl. I have a PS5. So I feel like I'm very relatable. And again, to know me is to love me. I've never met a stranger.
You play PS5? Exit. Cause you're not gonna do what I do. I play PS5 to get the fuck away from you for whatever period of time. I don't play it that long. I play probably 2 hours a week, maybe, because I do have a job. You play PS5, you're invading my space to where I am as a man. If you play PS5 in your room and the privacy of your room by yourself, okay, do that. But don't think you're gonna sit up here and play with me on PS5 and do all that type of stuff. Go on with that. No, that ain't gonna work. That's masculine.
I'm a caring, nurturing kind of person. Sorry, I'm nervous. I didn't got on your show, Lord Jesus. You know, yeah. I think I come with all the values that men look for, you know, outside of the debate about being a plus size woman asking for six figures. I think that debate is crazy.
Wait, what? Okay. What debate?
It's going on in the comments. Being plus size and being 40 and asking for someone who makes six figures. Like, why would a man who...
It's not called plus size. It's called fat. Quit playing with words. Fat. We can accept fat. Men are willing to accept fat. You women are talking about plus size and prettying all these things. You're overweight. You're fat. We're willing to accept that for what we want you to be. Wife or other. Where you're lying to yourselves is you put all these pretty words, fat, thick, the weight falls in all the right places and all this type of dumb shit. Don't do that. Because the bottom line is the men pick. And we don't care about fat, plus size, the weight falls here. We're going to pick what we're going to pick anyway. And you're going to be a wife or you're going to be something else. And that's just it. We don't care how you try to pretty it up. We just get through all the minutia and all that shit. And this is just what we do.
Make six figures when I date a girl that's plus size. I'm like, that debate is old. Like, pick another reason why a plus size woman should ask or require things out of men that she provides. Like, my weight doesn't dictate my worth. So let's stop it with the weight comments. Like, let's be for real.
Okay, I was actually, you know, it's hard for me to read the comments, so I didn't see those comments. But the comments are saying that because you're plus size, you shouldn't request a six-figure guy. Mm-hmm. Well, you said yes. You dated six-figure men. Were you plus size then?
No, I gained a lot of weight over the last year since my original ACL injury. But regardless of like me being 50 pounds lighter and to now I'm the same person.
Well, that is you're the same person, but
I look different.
The thing is, you know, unfortunately, child, that's why I asked you, did you have those same men? So you gained 50 pounds since then. So you don't think that would be a hindrance at all?
No.
The type of guy that you say you want?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, if you're only dating me or you're only going to marry me based because I look good in a bikini or I was 50 pounds with a body, what happens when, like what happened, an ACL tear, then a meniscus tear happens, you gain weight because you can't work out. What happens then? You're going to leave me? So why is weight a requirement? I think I'm solely on board with preference. I like big boys. Like, if you're super skinny, I wouldn't naturally like have eyes around you. Not to say that you weren't an option, but it's a preference, not a requirement.
Okay, I think let me ask you this. So you said, obviously he shouldn't leave you if he gains weight. Now you made it clear his salary.
Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. This lady says all these things and blah, blah, blah. But what we have to understand is that she's not picking her. There is a man that's looking at the totality of her situation. And he's the one that's picking her. So you can think whatever you want to think. You can feel whatever you want to feel. But this man is going to pick you. And the fact that you have these injuries simply because you're overweight. You're not playing any sports. You're not doing anything like that. It doesn't matter how you feel, because at the end of the day, the man still picks. The man still picks. So feel whatever way you want to feel. Think whatever the way you want to think, but the man picks.